I am your host for this episode, Savannah King, and today I am here with Ava Hoops and Brighton Anderson. And today we're going to be primarily discussing how they're taking Spanish classes this year. So, Ava, I'll start with you. How's Spanish been going for you this year?
It's been pretty good. It's my last year taking Spanish, so it's always a good thing.
Are you replacing it with another class for next year?
I'll just take another elective, but yeah.
And since when have you been taking Spanish?
I started taking Spanish in 8th grade.
In 8th grade, that's cool. Yeah. And what about you, Brighton?
I like Spanish this year. My class is really fun, but the teacher's a little interesting.
What level of Spanish are y'all taking?
Spanish 3 on level.
Me too. Spanish 3.
So that means, Ava, you started Spanish in, what year did you start taking Spanish? In middle school or first in high school?
I started in 8th grade, so middle school.
And then, Brighton, did you start in high school?
I started in 5th grade.
In 5th grade?
Yeah. I lived in Seattle, and then when I moved here, I kind of decided I should probably restart, because in Seattle they teach it a lot differently than they do here.
Did y'all take Spanish because you wanted to have it for like a lifelong type of thing, or was it more just for the class and for the elective that you needed the course for?
I mean, I just took it to get like the course, kind of just like to get it checked off, kind of. I mean, it has been fun like learning a different language and stuff, but I don't know, it's definitely hard to like remember and stuff, so I don't know if it'll stay with me, but yeah.
So what are y'all each learning right now in your classes?
Conjugations. All of them.
Yeah. Conjugations and lots of new vocab that we haven't learned before.
And have y'all already started taking tests this year?
Yeah.
Yes, many. Mm-hmm. We have a test on Monday, and it's like a speaking test.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So are y'all kind of just like ask the questions and then afterwards you respond in Spanish, or how does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. So yeah, she's just gonna ask us like a couple questions and then we just have to respond, and it's like about a story that we wrote.
Yeah.
That's cool. I was talking to one of my friends, and yeah, she said that I know that, isn't it that the teachers this year, at least for Spanish 3, that they're teaching different kind of things? Because I know like some of the classes, they are doing projects right now, but then some of them are actually like just doing tests.
Yeah, that's what I heard. My class, we're doing a lot of tests, so.
Yeah, well, my class, it's been like a mix. Like, we've had some project stuff, but at the same, it's mostly just tests, though.
Yeah. We've had a lot of busy work, too.
Yeah.
And have y'all, would you say that it's more advanced, or would you say it's kind of just like the repeated stuff that you've been learning past years taking Spanish?
I'd say it's kind of both. Like, there is definitely that review part, but it's also new stuff because she expects us to know the old stuff.
Yeah.
And Brighton, are you going to keep on taking Spanish after this year, or is this your final year?
I think this is probably my last year. I'll probably try and learn more of it after, like in college, after high school. But I think this would probably be my last year.
And would y'all say that you get homework in the class, or is it more just kind of like a in-class type of thing?
For my teacher, she mostly just does like in-class type of thing. But if we don't finish it in our class, then we have to finish it at home.
Yeah, I'd say it's both for mine. Like, yeah, if you don't finish it, you have homework. But then she also wants you to, do the stuff for the tests and all that stuff for homework.
And like besides Spanish, I know y'all are in different things. So Ava, I know you're in Legacies here at campus, and then Brighton, I know you play football. So how has like managing not only Spanish, but managing your other classes plus your electives and clubs and all the things that y'all are in been this year so far?
I think I'm used to it since I'm a junior. This is like my 3rd year balancing all my classes. So I'm somewhat used to it, but I'm also not used to taking 2 APs, so that's a lot harder.
What APs are you taking?
I'm taking AP US History and AP Language.
And how has that been so far?
It's been like similar to the past years, but English was like the harder one, 100%.
Yeah. And what are y'all learning in that class right now?
Right now, we're learning about like arguments and like thesis statements and a bunch of stuff like that.
And so, I know that both of the activities that y'all are in, they obviously require a bunch of time after school and stuff. So, have y'all been able to like complete your homework on time, or is that like kind of something like a struggle this year?
For at least, like, for me, we haven't gotten too much homework, so I've definitely been able to, like, stay on top of my work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely, like, my courses are just, like, harder this year, like, than freshman year, so it has been more difficult, but I've been able to, like, stay on top of my work and stuff.
Yeah, me too. It's just me staying up later, but
Yeah.
I still get it in on time.
No, that's good. Yeah, I know some of the teachers, at least for me, they, depending on the teacher and depending on the course, they'll give, like, extensions and stuff for students who have, like, extracurriculars and stuff. So, are y'all part of any clubs this year or planning to join anything later throughout?
I'm planning to join maybe, like, HOSA
Mm-hmm.
or the Key Club. I don't know if they still offer that club, but maybe I haven't thought about all the clubs yet, but I definitely want to join a couple clubs this year.
No, yeah, I know. Didn't club start up last week? Or
I think so. I know some of the meetings are this coming up week. So.
And so, besides figuring out Spanish and all that type of stuff, have y'all used like any tutors or anything, or any tips for like future people taking Spanish to figure out how to manage the class and all that?
I haven't really taken any tutors. It's just like, since my mom was a Spanish teacher, I just use her. So, but just like a lot of memorization, and then in previous years making sure that you know stuff.
And what about you, Ava?
I don't have a tutor or anything. My brother-in-law actually speaks Spanish fluently, so whenever I need help with an assignment, I usually call him, and he's really helpful.
So would y'all say that definitely having somebody else who speaks the language, like, for sure helps out?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What are y'all painting today?
I'm painting just a landscape.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
And then what are you
I
doing?
don't know. I don't know. I'm no clue.
Yeah, me neither. I'm just kind of messing around with just the same color. I was kind of going for just like a blue with like some sort of star type of thing, but I don't know if that's really going to work out.
Yeah.
And then I tried the Waterloo today for the part of the podcast, and I personally do not like Waterloos. I found that out today. Because they don't taste like anything.
I'm not a fan of them either.
Yeah, I don't really like sparkling water in general.
And so, what electives besides Spanish are y'all taking?
This year I'm taking floral design, and then I'm on legacy, so it's double blocked. So I'm only taking floral design as my elective.
Yeah, I have football that's also double blocked, so I'm doing that. I'm doing Avid. I did it last year and I liked it, so I'm kind of continuing with that.
So I'll start with you, but you said floral design, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are y'all doing in that class right now?
Well, last class we made paper mums.
Oh, that's fun.
And then we made boutonnieres, and that was really fun because we got to use like real flowers.
So they taught y'all how to make mums kind of like for Hoko?
Yes, kind
Oh,
of. But
that's
it was
fun.
out of paper, so we couldn't really use them.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still fun and like learning how to make them. So yeah.
And then you said you're in Avid, right?
Yeah.
And how's Avid so far? What are y'all doing?
We're just kind of goal planning. We've been talking a lot about, the future and stuff, especially because juniors and we have to look for college.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of just setting goals and learning to stay organized this year,
Mm-hmm.
because this year is probably one of the hardest.
No, yeah, for sure. And so have y'all just kind of been like looking into colleges, or like what's like the course like for?
Well, last year it was a bunch of organization, like making sure you have a planner and all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then learning to be a leader in school, and
Mm-hmm.
everything else. So it's kind of continuing with that, but it's also adding having the look for college. So
Mhm.
we're just kind of like getting an idea. It's not really like we're doing it in class. It's kind of like us doing it on our own, but they are continuing to talk about that you have to start looking now.
Mm-hmm. And so wait, Ava, are you in any AP classes this year?
AP, no, I'm not. I'm in some advanced classes, but I'm not taking any AP.
Would y'all say, I know the drop-down window is kind of closing up soon.
yeah.
Are y'all planning on changing anything in your schedules?
No, I don't think so. I like my classes, even though they're hard. I have a bunch of friends in that, so it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ava?
No, I don't think I'm gonna drop down. Even though like some of my classes are pretty hard, I feel like I'll be able to like keep an A in the classes. So
No, yeah, I know, at least for me, a bunch of teachers are saying to talk to them before dropping.
Yeah.
And also, I know that like dropping, like some students, it can actually majorly affect their schedules.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like that type of thing where you make one move, it can change the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to wrap up this episode, I'm just gonna ask y'all one final question. I am fluent in Spanish.
Wow.
So, would you say that by the end of the year or whenever you're done taking Spanish, you could have a conversation with a native?
I'd say probably it wouldn't be like a very deep conversation. I
Mhm.
think I could get by, asking them a very, surface level stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I would be able to have like a full conversation with them. I think I could ask them like how they're doing, like what are they doing today, but I think that's all I could get by with it.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today and painting. And I will put a picture of their paintings along with this podcast. So thank you guys so much. And see you next episode.